So to make a defect-free casting, if the molding sand, metal penetration, rough projection on casting surface, casting defects, the causes of casting defects and the effects of casting defects with the basic types or most important types of casting defects and the remedies. Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video I will be explaining about the casting defects. So from earlier videos we already know about casting process. So to make a defect-free casting we have to know about the casting defects and the remedies behind those defects. So what is casting defects? So casting defects is the imperfections occurs during the doing process of casting. So these are the imperfections. So casting defects are undesirable. We are not desiring these irregularities, imperfections or flaws that occur in a casting during the molding, pouring, solidification or cooling stages of the casting process. So this is casting defects. So these defects may affect the appearance, dimensions, mechanical properties, strength and service life of the casting. So we must know about the casting defects before doing this process. In this video I will discuss about the most important casting defects in molding process. So in this figure we can see some casting defects. So let's now see why these casting defects occurs. That is the causes of casting defects. The first cause is the improper molding design. So if we do the design of mold in an improper way, then the casting defects may occur. Defective molding sand. If the molding sand is inaccurate, that is we need dry sand and we have used the green sand, then the casting may be defected casting. Incorrect gating and riser system. If in the molding box the gating and riser system are incorrect, then the casting defects may occur. Improper pouring temperature. If the temperature of the molten metal is very high or low, then the casting defects may occur. Poor melting and pouring practices. If when we are pouring the molten metal, then the melting and pouring practice is very poor. I am not skilled enough to do the casting process, then the casting will be defected casting. Gas entrapment. When we are doing casting and the produces gas is entrapped into the molding box, then casting defects may occur. Uneven cooling and solidification. So when we are cooling and solidifying the molten metal, if it is the uneven, then the casting defect may occur. Improper casting design. This is the final point. If we design the casting in a improper way, in a improper design, then the casting defects may occur. So what are the effect of this casting defects? So when we are doing this casting process and the defect is occurring, then it can affect the overall life of the casting product. Firstly, reduction in strength and durability, poor surface finish, dimensional inaccuracies, leakage in pressure containing castings, increased machining and rejection cost, reduced service life of components. So in these points we can understand that the overall life of the product may get reduced. The cost, the strength, everything, the surface finish will be reduced. So we have to know the casting defects in a very proper way. So these are the casting defects, important casting defects: blowholes, pinholes, shrinkage cavity, misrun, cold shut, hot tears, hand inclusions, metal penetration, scab, mould shift, flash and warpage. So these 12 casting defects I will discuss one by one. The first one is blowholes. So what is blowholes? Blowholes is the smooth walled cavities formed inside or on the surface of a casting due to trapped gases. So when we are doing casting in a molding box, the gases are produced, the vapor of H2O, CO2, CO, these gases are produced. If there is no way to get out the gases, the gas is entrapped inside the mold cavity, then this may occur, the blowholes. If this is the product and the blowholes can be inside the product or can be visible from the outside. This is the blowholes. So what is the causes? Excess moisture in molding sand, poor venting of mold, low permeability of sand, excessive gas generation from binders. These are the causes. So we have to find the remedies to stop these blowholes. First is control moisture content of molding sand, improve venting arrangements, use sand with proper permeability, dry molds and cores properly, reduce gas forming material. So if we follow these steps, then the blowholes may decrease. The next is pinholes. The pinholes are like blowholes, but it is small in size and it will be like a length or like a pin. Pin has a length like this. So very small gas cavities usually found just below the casting surface. So what are the causes? Hydrogen absorption in molten metal, excess moisture, poor deoxidation. These are the causes. So if the product is like this, then pinhole be like this. This is the pinhole. So what are the remedies? Proper degassing of molten metal, use dry molds and cores, improve deoxidation practices and control pouring temperature. So next one is the shrinkage cavity. So what is shrinkage cavity? In this figure we can clearly view this is the shrink. This is the shrinkage. The product must be like this, but due to shrinkage cavity the metal shrinkages into this shape. This portion is blank. Also this portion is blank. These are the shrinkages. This portion also. So large internal or external cavity formed due to metal contraction during solidification. So when the metal is in molten state, it expands, but when it solidifies and cools down, it contracts. That's why the shrinkage cavity happens. So insufficient feeding of molten metal, improper riser design, poor directional solidification. So these are the root causes. So what are the remedies? Use properly designed risers, provide chills where necessary, ensure directional solidification and increase feeder efficiency. So these are the remedies of shrinkage cavity. So what is the next one? The next one is misrun. So what is misrun? Casting not completely filled because metal solidifies before reaching all mold section. So when we are doing the casting process, so when we are filling this mold cavity with the hot molten metal, so the molten metal solidifies before filling the whole section. This is the misrun. Low pouring temperature, slow pouring rate, thin casting section and poor gating system. These are the main causes of misrun. The molten metal is solidifies before filling the whole mold cavity. So what are the remedies? Increase pouring temperature. We have to increase the pouring temperature so it doesn't solidifies during pouring. Improve gating design, increase pouring speed and modify casting design if possible. If the any section area is very thin, then we have to modify that thin section. The next is cold shut. So what is cold shut? Visible line or seam where two streams of molten metal fail to fuse. So in this mold cavity we are filling this. We have filled this in two steps. First we pour the molten metal by the help of ladle, fill this portion, and in the second step we have filled this. Then this will be the line of two molten metal joining. So this is the cold shut. Low metal temperature, poor fluidity, improper gating system. So if the temperature of the metal is low, then the joining will be very visible. This is cold shut. So what is the remedies? Increase pouring temperature, improve getting layout, increase pouring rate, and avoid abrupt section changes. These are the remedies of cold shut. So next is hot tears or hot cracks. So irregular cracks formed during solidification due to resistant contraction. So this is the hot tears. So what are the causes? Poor casting design, sharp corners, non-uniform cooling. So solidification, during solidification like this, the hot tears may occur. So what are the remedies? Provide fillets at corners. We have to provide fillet at corners. Ensure uniform section thickness. Improve mold collapsibility and modify casting design if possible. So these are the remedies of hot tears. The next one is the sand inclusion. So sand particles embedded in the casting surface or interior. So when we are doing the sand casting, the sand particles get included with the casting. This is the sand inclusion or solid inclusion. So weak mold strength, erosion of mold surface, and improper ramming. These are the main causes of sand inclusion. The next remedies. What are the remedies? So increase mold strength, proper ramming, use mold wash, improve getting design to reduce turbulence. So these are the remedies of sand inclusion. So next one is metal penetration. So molten metal penetrates into sand, producing a rough casting surface. So in this figure we can clearly see this portion has been penetrated into the molding sand. This should be like this. This surface should be like this, but this portion has been inserted into the molding sand. This is the metal penetration. So causes are coarse sand grains, low mold hardness, and high pouring temperature are main causes of this metal penetration. So what are the remedies? Use finer sand. We have to use finer sand. Increase mold hardness. We have to increase the hardness of the molding sand. Apply mold coating and reduce pouring temperature. So these are the metal penetration defects and remedies. So what is scab defect? Scab. So rough projection on casting surface caused by broken mold face. So this is the scab defect. If the molding sand is in low strength, then this type of defect can be caused. So these are the projection type defects. So this is scab defects. So excess moisture if present in the molding sand, uneven ramming, and thermal expansion of the sand. So what are the remedies? We have to maintain correct moisture content. We have to ram in uniform. We have to improve the mold strength, and we have to use suitable additives with the molding sand. So next is the drop defects. So we can clearly see the drop defect in this figure. The product must be like this in section, but this surface has been extended due to the metallostatic force, and the sand of this portion has been contracted or shifted. So projection on casting due to loose sand dropping into the mold cavity. These are the causes: weak mold roof, poor mold strength, inadequate reinforcement. So what are the remedies? Strengthen mold surface, use gaggers where required, proper ramming, and improve mold support. So these are the remedies. The next is mold shift. Misalignment between cope and drag resulting in dimensional inaccuracies. So in this figure we can see the mold shift. So when we are doing molding process, this is the cope and this is the drag, but cope and the drag has been shifted. So this is the cope and this is the drag. So product will be like this. The product should be like this, but in this process the product will be like this. This is the product. It has been shifted. So improper locating pins, careless mold assembly, and loose mold boxes is the main causes of this mold shift. So what are the remedies? Use accurate locating pins, ensure proper mold assembly, and we have to secure mold boxes firmly. So these are the remedies. The next and the last one is flash. So thin metal projection at parting line or joints. So we can see these are the flash, this is the flash. So this is the flash. The flash is the extended version of the metal casting. So what are the causes? Improper mold closing, worn out mold boxes, and excessive pouring pressure. If we doing molding process and the temperature of the molten metal is very high, then it will apply more pressure on the moldings and then the flash will occur. So what are the remedies? Ensure tight mold closing, repair mold boxes, and we have to maintain proper pouring conditions. So these are the remedies for flash casting defects. So in this video I have discussed about the casting defects, the causes of casting defects, and the effects of casting defects with the basic types or most important types of casting defects and the remedies. Hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching this video. For more updates, subscribe this channel and hit the bell icon.